everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome back to my channel. As summer seems to be upon us, I figured it would be a good time to talk to you about costuming for hot weather. So today I have 10 tips for how to stay more comfortable and more safe when attending summer costuming events. Number 1, wear natural fibers, and specifically linen or cotton. This is seriously so important. You are going to be far more comfortable wearing cotton, or ideally linen, than any other fabric. Cotton is breathable and absorbent, so it will soak up your sweat and expose it to the air for evaporation. This actually keeps your body cooler, and conversely is one of the main reasons why cotton is not recommended for keeping you warm in winter. Linen, though, is even better in hot weather than cotton because besides being very breathable, it actually has moisture-wicking properties, meaning your sweat will evaporate out of the linen much quicker than it will from cotton fabric. Most people would recommend linen as the best fabric for your historical undergarments, especially in hot weather, though I personally find that cotton is softer and more comfortable, just for me. Natural fibers are not only best for your undergarments though. You'll be much more comfortable wearing linen or cotton for all of your layers during hot weather, as they'll allow your body to breathe instead of trapping that heat inside like polyester or even silk fabric will do. Lightweight wool is also a good option as it also has moisture wicking properties, keeping you feeling drier than even wearing cotton. Number 2. Ideally, try to keep your skirts away from your legs. This is obviously easiest if you're wearing an 1860s costume with a large hoop skirt, but other eras have skirt supports that can help with this as well. Now, obviously, a lot of events wind up having a set era for the dress code, so you may not be able to choose a more comfortable era for hot weather, but even still, a bustle or a peignets will help provide a little bit of airflow. And surprisingly, if you know you'll be primarily standing at the event as opposed to sitting, even a corded or a quilted petticoat can help with airflow, as both of those will help to keep your other petticoats away from your legs. Now that said, if you know you will be sitting at the event, I do recommend staying away from quilted petticoats, as they'll instead feel like you are keeping a quilted blanket in your lap the entire day. Number 3, if possible, forego a wig in favor of your own hair, possibly with the addition of hair pieces if you need them. This will keep your head much cooler than if you're wearing a full wig on your head. In general, wigs are really not very breathable, and I can tell you from wearing them frequently for theater that they really do raise your body temperature pretty significantly. If you're worried about doing your own hair, or maybe about like matching hair pieces to your hair, hiding most of your hair with a lightweight cap would actually be a much cooler option than wearing a full wig. Number 4. I know this is probably a pretty obvious one, but try to stay out of the sun at the event if at all possible. Luckily, ladies of the past did this as well, which is why parasols were such popular accessories. So make sure you don't forget to bring your parasol, and for eras where they had them, a large hat will do wonders to keep you out of the sun as well. Beyond these accessories though, try to find shelter under trees or in other shady spots at the event. Often, a tent though will actually trap heat inside, potentially making you hotter despite the shade, so I do recommend that you go for shady spots that have good airflow. Number 5. Since avoiding the sun entirely is probably not possible, definitely don't forget sunscreen. Yes, you may be pretty well covered from head to toe with fabric, but even if you do have a hat on, you should at the very least be wearing sunscreen on your face. Also, if you have your hair pinned up, unless you're wearing like a high Edwardian collar, you'll likely need sunscreen on the back of your neck and your ears. And if you have a lower neckline, do not forget your décolletage. Likewise, if you have a shorter sleeve, or maybe if you're not wearing gloves, you really need to be wearing sunscreen on your arms and your hands too. Remember, if you are attending a multi-day event and you get a sunburn on the first day, you will be even hotter on the other days. Number 6. A fan can go a long way towards helping you feel cool, so be sure to always bring a fan to warm weather events. Frankly, as I get warm easily, I literally always have a folding fan in my purse as well, so it's pretty easy to remember to transfer it into my reticule for costuming events. Now personally, I prefer the wooden flamenco fans, regardless of the era, as they tend to move the most air and they have such a satisfying snapping sound. Lace fans are useless, so don't even bother with those. And if you're using a fan for actual function, I would recommend staying away from antique or vintage fans. Many events sell those like small balsa wood fans, but I found that they don't tend to move very much air. I generally buy my flamenco fans from eBay, so I'll try to leave a link to similar ones in the description. Number 7. Another thing that will help you stay cool is a bodice chiller. Now, I've seen people actually sell fancy bodice chillers at Ren fairs, but frankly, any sort of wearable ice packs will do. Whether it's something that you wear like around the back of your neck, or down the front of your bodice, or even, as my lovely patron Jean suggested, strapped to the back of your legs with stretchy medical tape. Freeze them the night before your event and then either put them on in the morning before you leave the house, or if you're able to have a cooler either in your car or at the event, keep them frozen in the cooler until you need them. Number 8. Speaking of coolers, you absolutely must stay hydrated. This is honestly the number one most important thing for any event, regardless of the weather. And unfortunately, it's often something that people tend to forget. Now, I know they're not pretty, but you really should have a water bottle with you at all times. This is the reason that I always prefer a large reticule. Mine needs to be able to fit my water bottle and my fan. And only one water bottle is absolutely not enough water for the whole day. So if you can keep a cooler in the car or hidden somewhere at the event with you, bring several water bottles in the cooler that can stay cool throughout the day. And if you can't bring a cooler or something like that, do make sure ahead of time that there will be a way for you to refill your water bottle at the event, or at least that you can buy additional water bottles throughout the day while you're there. Now at Ren fairs, a popular hydration beverage is also pickle juice. Or you can bring a hydration powder like Liquid IV that you can mix into your water to aid in your hydration throughout the day as well. Just please stay hydrated. Also, for number 9, though this doesn't necessarily help you stay cooler, don't forget to eat. It's very easy to lose your appetite when it's hot, but you still need the nutrients that food will give you. At the very least, make sure to bring like a nutrition bar so that you won't have to eat something heavy, but you'll still be getting the nutrients that your body needs. And finally, number 10, give yourself a break, if at all possible. Allow yourself some time to go somewhere shady, hike up your skirts, take off your shoes, and roll down your stockings. Maybe dip your feet in some cool water or put a cool cloth on your face. You could lay down or you could put your feet up, definitely have something to drink with electrolytes in it, and just let your body cool down for a little while. And if you really need to, it's not the worst thing in the world to just cut out of an event early. If it's just too hot, you need to take care of yourself first, regardless of the event. So anyway, as I sit here sweating, filming this on this 92-degree day, I hope that you are staying cool and that you're looking forward to a summer filled with fun costuming events. Please do share in the comments if you have any fun events coming up so that other people can also find out about them too. If you happen to be in the Pacific Northwest, a few of the events that are coming up for me soon are our next American Girl Cosplay Picnic, which is June 10th in Seward Park, Washington State SummerCon, which is June 23rd through 25th in Puyallup, the Washington Regency Society Picnic on July 16th at Lake Holt Gardens, Costume College, of course, which is down in California, but that is the last weekend of July, and the Washington Midsummer Fair, which will be held in Monroe this year for the first 3 weekends of August, and hopefully several other fun events that will randomly pop up this year as well. I'll leave links down in the description below to all of the events that I just mentioned, just in case you're interested in attending, and please do let me know if you are. So that's going to be it for me for this video though. I'd love to know if you have any other hot weather costuming tips, so if you do, please do leave those down below in the comments as well. And if you liked this video, please make sure to click the thumbs up icon. And if you'd like to see more videos like this from me, please go ahead and click subscribe and the little bell icon to be notified every time I post a new video. I do post videos here on YouTube at least once a week, with my sewing vlogs out on Tuesdays and sometimes additional costuming content like this out on Saturdays, but I post every day over on Instagram, so please go follow me on Instagram. That's at Lady Rebecca Fashions. And if you'd like to help support all of the work that I do on this channel, I do have a link to my Patreon and my Ko-fi down in the description below, or you can send me a super thanks right here on YouTube. I'd also like to give a special shout out to my Edwardian level patrons, Sharon, Mirage, Laura, Jean, and Chanel. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Stay cool and happy sewing!